Guys, so we're here at the customer's house and we're going to do another test. We're going to find out which light bulb that people should be putting in their house. I'm talking about for health, not so-called energy efficiency. Now, if there wasn't a smart meter on this house, the LEDs actually would save you money. It's another subject matter, but LEDs with a smart meter, the way they do the calculations of the amps and the voltages, you save no money on utilities. But what's worse than that is it's actually very detrimental to your health. I'm going to show you right now today. So this is an oscilloscope. Okay, this is a typical 60 hertz cycle, and when I turn on the traditional light bulb made by Edison, it should mimic the same look because it's the same cycle, 120 volts. There's no jagginess to it at all. So let's go and turn this on, and you see perfect sine wave. That's exactly what you want to see, and 120 volts. And it's no noise. This actually would put out a noise if it's toxic. Okay, it's 120 volts. That's what you want, okay? So I'm going to go on. Now I'm also going to take, this is about a $3,000 piece of equipment here. Let's find out what wavelength this is. Okay, so that's getting part of my screen there. Let me get over here a little bit. I got my screen in there. Okay, so you see how this is more smooth? It's low in the blue. There's a little bit of a bump there but this is a normal spectrum. This is why your eyes won't be damaged with an incandescent or halogen light bulb, because it's more consistent. It's like the sun. The sun puts out a tremendous amount of energy, but it's more evenly spectrum. If you're dominant blue in this 450 area, it's extremely toxic. It will damage your eyes. So let's go ahead and do the light bulbs that supposedly save the polar bear. Let's go to that. And it's kind of hot there, but that's okay. We need to heat in the wintertime. Nobody talks about that. Benefits in the wintertime. Let's move this over here like this. And now I'm going to let's grab, the old CFLs, light bulbs. You remember the ones that have mercury in them? You know, we're supposed to spend 10, 15 bucks for a light bulb, and it's supposed to last for like 10, 15 years, and they never did. You know, these are all made in China. So let's see what this does to the sine wave. Look at that. Look at the noise. And it's not running at 120 volts. It's autoplay. So you have the jagged, we hear the noise, and now let's take the spectrum analyzer, see what it does. That's why people are getting sick. See the spiking there? It's flickering millions and millions of times a second, making people sick. So let's go ahead and go back to the LEDs. You know, ones that are super energy efficient. They don't have mercury in them. So let's grab the old LED. Here's the old LED right here. Gonna save the polar bear. So, and look at that. Look how much noise. Now imagine if a house has 30 of these. How noisy it is? Now let's get the spectrum analyzer here. What wavelength is this? Okay, so it's pulsing. Right in that, it's got a lot of blue pulsing. These are actually one of the better ones too. So these actually act like a beam. So when you have those little light-emitting diodes, you can see there. Okay, so you have the light-emitting diodes. They actually put out a beam. It's a beam technology. It doesn't put out an inverse law type of light. It's a beam type technology, and that blue light will help damage our eyes. Also, our pollinating bugs. One more time. So let's go back to the original one here. So we'll turn that off. It's quiet. Let's go back to back to my ones that Edison made. Okay, go back to that. Turn it back on. Let's get a little more calibrated here. 60 hertz sine wave. Quiet. Go back to the spectrum analyzer. Okay, so there you go. So that's why this is more evenly, so you don't have the pulsing. Actually, some of the other incandescents do a little bit better job than this. But this is why you should never buy an LED. Everything's an inversion of the truth. Do exactly the opposite you're told to do on TV. All right, thanks. Make sense?